Good afternoon, one and all. Today we are going to perform the next experiment, that is experiment number 8, to identify the given organic compound, that is sample number 5 D5, by systematic qualitative analysis. You know that the steps involved in qualitative analysis, that is, the first is preliminary analysis, then to determine physical constant, then elemental analysis, group analysis. After group analysis, you have to the result with reference to literature. Then the next is confirmative test, and last one is the identification of the drug. So today's unknown compound is D5. So the first step, that is preliminary analysis. In that, see the state, color, odor, then their solubility, their pH, and action of different reagents. See, this is your today's unknown compound. It is a colorless and it have species smell. So the inference is that as it is solid, higher molecular weight compounds like carbohydrate, amides may be present. See the solubility behavior, it is soluble in water. See the next test, that is litmus paper test. Here there is a no color change in the litmus paper, that is blue litmus does not turns red and red litmus does not turns blue. That means this is a neutral compound. Action of sodium bicarbonate solution, there is a no effervescence is there, so that means it is not acidic in nature. See the next test, that is the action of reagents. In that, the action of H2SO4, no color change is there. See the next test, that is action of KMNO4 solution, that is it is also called as Bayes test for unsaturation. In that we have to take our compound, then in that we have to add 5 ml of Na2CO3 solution, and then we have to add KMNO4 solution drop wise. See, there is a no decolorization is there. That means color of potassium permanganate does not disappear, means no decolorization is there. That means our compound is saturated compound. See the next test, that is action of FeCl3 solution, ferric chloride solution. In that, substance plus water plus a drop of FeCl3 solution. The observation, no blue, violet or green color produced, that means phenols are absent. See the next test, that is action of bromine water. We take our compound, then bromine water in that. So see, there is a no decolorization is there, that means saturated compound is present. The next test, that is heating on spatula. See, after heating on spatula, there is a no sooty flame is there. Observe the flame, there is a no sooty flame is there. That means our compound is aliphatic in nature. See the next test, that is heating with soda lime. We take soda lime in test tube and our compound. There is a evolution of ammonia is there, and ammonia like smell is there. That means urea, thiourea, ammonia may be present. So on the basis of preliminary analysis, we conclude that our compound is aliphatic, saturated and neutral compound. So see the next step, that is determination of physical constant. It is a solid compound, so we have to determine its melting point. You know the procedure how to determine melting point by using Thil's tube. So the melting point of today's unknown compound D5 was found to be 130 degrees Celsius. Now see the third step, that is elemental analysis. For this, you know that you have to perform the sodium fusion test. For this, you have to prepare the Lysine extract. Now see how to prepare and how to determine different elements. For sodium fusion test, you know that we have to take our compound in the boiler's tube. Make it red hot and dip in the 20 ml water. See, after boiling you have to see, this is a lysogen extract we taken after filtration. The first test that we have to perform, it is a determination of sulfur. For this we take the filtrate, then we have to add 1 drop of sodium hydroxide solution and 4 drop of freshly prepared sodium nitroprusside solution. See, there is a no black precipitate observed, that means sulfur absent. See, the next test in elemental analysis is halogen test. Here we take the filtrate, we acidify the filtrate with H2SO4 and boil it. The next step is that we have to add the HNO3 solution and AgNO3 solution. After adding of AgNO3 solution, it is observed that no precipitate is there, that means halogens are also absent. See the next test, that is test for nitrogen. For this we take the lysogen extract and in that we have to add solid FeSO4 till saturation and heat to boil for a few minutes. Boil it, acidify with concentrated H2SO4. See, a Persian blue color we observed, that means nitrogen is present. After determination of elemental analysis, we conclude that our D5 compound contain nitrogen, means nitrogen is present, sulfur absent and halogens are absent. Now the next step is the determination of functional group, that is group analysis. As our compound contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and it is neutral in nature, we go for the next, that is group analysis. In functional group determination, the first test is test sample. We have to take our sample plus aqueous NaOH solution and we have to heat it. See, there is a evolution of ammonia is there. We feel the smell of ammonia, that means amide is present. See the next test, in that you have to take test sample plus 1 ml, that is hydroxylamine hydrochloride in ethyl alcohol. Add ethyl alcohol, boil it, add 5 to 6 drop of FeCl3 solution. Reddish blue color observed, that means urea may be present. After determination of functional group, we conclude that our compound contain amide functional group. Now the last step, that is the confirmative test. See the last step, that is confirmative test. We perform burette test, in that we have to take urea in the test tube and heat it till it melts. Then add 2 ml water in that, add 1 ml NaOH solution, shake well. Then add dilute CuSO4 solution dropwise. See the color changes from pink, violet up to blue. See, lastly blue color we observe, that means urea is confirmed. So the today's compound D5 was having 130 degrees Celsius melting point. Then carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen elements are present. Then it contains amide as a functional group and therefore with reference to the literature, the organic compound may be or it is found to be urea. See the structure of urea, it is used as an diuretic. So the compound D5 was found to be urea.